Hi, everyone, and welcome to September. This is historically one of our best months in doTERRA. I'm excited to be with you today. My name is Jada Hansen. I'm a diamond with doTERRA, and I love going through these monthly specials with y'all so that you can learn why they're so unique. And September is historically one of our biggest months because we all go off to the global convention. We have the new product reveals. We learn a lot. There's a lot of new education. So this month, they've actually kept it really streamlined and focused because for most people, they're going back to school or back to work after summer holiday. And we need to keep our attention on the focus, both if we're going to a convention, if we're watching from home, it's going to be streamed virtually. And there's a lot of people joining us virtually. And then, of course, if we have little ones in the home, or we're just feeling this change of coming back from the holidays. So if you place your LRP order, which is the Loyalty Rewards Program, between the 1st and the 15th of the month, and your order is 125 PV or more, doTERRA gifts you a free thinker oil. And I'm going to tell you something. Thinker oil, to me, it's the focus blend, but this one was originally formulated for kids. For me, this one is actually way more effective than the other focus blend. I like the other one as well, but this one is really uplifting to the mood as well as in obtaining your focus. So it comes in a 10 ml roller ball. I'll show you right here. It's super easy to apply for kids. You apply it to your temples. You can apply it to actually the nervous system, the vagus nerve that goes right here. You can apply it to the wrists. You can apply it to the elbow crease, and of course, on the back of your neck. Okay, so there's a lot of pulse points for this one. That's absolutely wonderful. And let me go through in situations where you would probably want to use it. So especially before homework is really great. Back of neck, head, those kind of things, or even the top of the shoulders if there's tension, if there's a little bit feelings of anxiousness involved with homework and preparing, especially if you have anyone that's going to have a test. Might not be children, but even yourself, if you're studying for something, it's a great oil as you're studying or before you're testing. If you've been diagnosed with any type of disorder that's having difficulty with hyperactivity or you can't focus, this is one that you want to use daily. You want to get into a routine. Under the feet is wonderful, and also on the pulse points as before. If you're a creative soul and you're feeling you want to have an outlet and really sit down, or maybe you haven't been in touch with your creativity, this is an oil that can really unleash that. Some of the oils in this blend is vetiver, which is extremely grounding, peppermint, which is helping the focus, and clementine and rosemary. So the clementine is an oil that really helps us to connect with our inner child and playfulness. So it's great for that creative writing, journaling, anything that's going to be more playful and uplifting for you. If you don't like to do household chores and you want to have, you want it to go by in a much faster speed, put some of this on. It'll have you move through it faster. And if you're one that suffers from distractions, having a hard time keeping your focus, or even feeling confused, adding the thinker and then actually applying the Copaiba afterwards, which I'm going to get into, is an amazing combo. This will really help you move through that confusion. You can use the thinker by itself, but with an added drop of Copaiba on top, it will really support you with those feelings of self-judgment around why you can't stay focused or why you always get distracted, if that is the inner voice in the head, okay? So some of the other things are nervous disorders, these kind of things. You really can use the thinker blend, but use it daily. You don't want to just use it only when the issue arises. If you're building a habit around using it daily, you can really start to streamline those feelings of anxiousness and nervousness and channel them into being super productive. What's really great is rosemary and peppermint both enhance memory retention And it makes it easier to use those when you have to retain information. What is great and what makes this oil also a calming blend and added piece is that it's the vetiver that's keeping us super grounded so that we can really feel rooted and more peaceful. If you want to add a little bit for children and you want to do a little bit more of a focused calming blend, you want to add this one, and then you can add 1 drop of lavender and 1 drop of cedarwood to that on top. And that's going to have them be super calm in addition to that, because this one, obviously, like I said, it has the clementine, which will help focus us in, but still it's energizing. So that's the product of the month. Then we have 15% off of the Copaiba. Now, Copaiba, this one, when it first was launched, it sold out so fast because people were having such amazing results. It's sourced along the river of the Amazon, and it's a very hard oil to source that it gets tapped into the wood of the tree, similar to how maple syrup actually gets tapped. And it is very precious. Thankfully to doTERRA and the co-impact sourcing and the partnerships, we have developed amazing partnerships so that the people that live along the Amazon are getting paid fairly all year long and are keeping in relationship with us so that we do have a continuous source of Copaiba, because otherwise it could be really difficult to get our hands on. So Copaiba is really a soothing oil. It's great for any head tension, anything that's lingering, that's beyond just a regular head tension. You want to massage it gently into the temples, the scalp, the back of the neck. Any sort of pain, feelings of pain, any feelings of swelling, you definitely want to use this. You want to massage it with a carrier oil, and we use fractionated coconut oil just because I want to see if I have it here in front of me. I don't have it, otherwise I would show you. The fractionated coconut oil, it's right here, is very thin, and the fat has been taken out. And this is why you want to use the fractionated coconut oil. So as you can see on my hand right here, the fat doesn't lay on top of the skin. It allows to penetrate right into the cellular structure. And as we know, essential oils, they penetrate into the cell membrane and gets into us on a cellular level, which is why they're so effective. Only 2 or 3 drops will support your whole body. So you want to get a coconut oil if you don't already have it, and use the Copaiba and massage it into any area before or after workout. It's very calming. It's also very good for any appearance of wrinkles, any blemishes, any unevenness. Massage it into your skin with your moisturizer every night. You'll see a difference. It's going to really make your skin appear more smooth. If there's any issues with hypertension, any high blood pressure, irregularity under your feet, twice daily is recommended. And also athlete's foot. You want to have a clean, dry foot, and you want to put it underneath the foot. You can, even if there's any issues with some fungus around the nails, apply it around the nails. You can also use tea tree in combination with the Copaiba. It's amazing for that. It's very high. The chemical constituents, such as sesquiterpenes, they are very good for calming anything that is like bringing attention to the body. So if you need to soothe, if there is a lot of activity going on one area, when we talk about inflammation, often people say, oh my God, it's a bad thing. It's the body's natural way of defending and repairing. The problem is if you go into inflammation over a long period of time, you have it too long. Now you're in a chronic state of that, and that's no longer beneficial. It's no longer repairing. So when there is an emergency area, if you utilize the Copaiba in let's say you hurt yourself, and this is the area, you want to use it right onto the area and then massage it, and it's going to start to support the body right there. It is also incredibly great to massage over the liver area or the uterus area, the uterine area, to help detoxing through urination. So if there is a lot of stuff that needs to be flushed in your body, it is an incredible detoxing oil if you massage it over those areas. Strengthens the skin, right? So I like to look at what it does physically and also then look at the energetic aspects. Those of you who know me well, you know I'm much stronger in the energetic aspects, but I always draw on the fact that what it does physically. So think about this. It comes in and sort of rescues an area where we've been overworking. It also comes in and soothes and helps us relax, and it strengthens our skin. And so if we were to think about that as an energetic repair or an energetic support, what it really does, it's an unveiling oil. It helps us to get rid of what's no longer serving us, helps us to be calm, and then it helps us to strengthen. That's the phases of Copaiba. So it's especially good for people who need to look at the shadow aspects. So we might be going through life and a certain thing works for us and then it doesn't. But we need to look at it, because if we just keep working on a habitual level, we're not evolving. So it helps us to look at this shadow aspects of us. There's the functioning great side, and then we all have, right? The light and the dark. We are all duality. We can't suppress the shadow. If we do that, it's going to get so loud and it's going to start being destructive. So what Copaiba does, it helps us to look at it and go, oh, okay, here's some work for me to do. And then rather than feeling shame and guilt and blame and all of these things for this is a part of us, it helps us to eliminate it and soothe us and become friends with it so that it's not so loud, it's not wreaking havoc in our life. And then it starts to support us to say, wow, the divine is always here to help us. We are always supported, and we can move through this so that we can not have it destruct our lives. And then we have necessary lasting healing to support new habits. And thus we become stronger. It invites us to really come to the divine for clarity, for redefinition, so that old stories, old limiting beliefs can be shifted for something much greater. It also really supports us in receiving the higher message. So if someone has an outlook on life as I'm always being let down, life is always hard, things always go bad for me, right? That's a really disheartening way to live. It's hard because then that's what we focus on and that's what we see. What Copaiba helps us to do is look at it and say, wow, that was not the case. All these things happened for me to come to this point where I am now. And now I understand it, and I've actually been supported, and now I'm much greater. So it is incredible to work for feelings of worthiness. Copaiba is great for becoming more self-aware. It's great for clarity and forgiveness, self-forgiveness, forgiveness to others, but mostly oneself, a redefinition of self, and purposeful existence. Because when we really can come into these vibrations of understanding and forgiving oneself, our vibration is going to go up. We're going to start to live in purpose. And then we have much more peace and clarity. So those I love. These are like I said, product of the month. This one is 15% off. And then we have one final special, which is just for this month. It's 5 bottles of On Guard hand sanitizing spray. And it is for $25. So there's a saving on there, and it's 20 PB, and it's as long as it lasts, and you're able to stock up so that you have hand sanitizing spray for the winter. Anything when kids are going back to school, you can pop one in your purse, one in their bag, one in the car, whatever it is that your daily movements is, just never be without it. What's really beautiful about the way it's formulated is that there's no chemical toxins in there that are going to strip your skin of moisture or kill all the good bacteria. So what you know around regular hand sanitizer is when you use it, it kills the bad stuff, but it kills the good stuff, which leaves you ultimately more susceptible. What On Guard does, it goes in and gets rid of the bad stuff, but it remains, it keeps all of the good stuff intact. and it's not drying. So for people that have been using way too much hand sanitizer, they were having issues with dry skin. This one will dry your skin out. The energetic aspect of On Guard, I won't go into too much, but one of the main ingredients, which is really, really supportive of your immune system, is clove. And clove is the oil of boundaries. So when you're using On Guard, it's a great cleanser of space also. If I am going into an area where I just feel like the energy is heavy, I actually just take it and spray it around me to clear whatever is going on in the room, but also to clear and really leave a protective layer around my body so that I'm not absorbing what's going on wherever I walked into. Or if I've been with some people where I'm like, wow, that was intense, whatever it is they're going through, I take the spray in my hands, shove it, I like literally just wipe my body or spray it all over me into my auric field to cleanse. So if we have anybody on here listening that are professionals, then I would definitely recommend, like, and by professionals, I mean, you're working with energetic aspects of people, body work, you're seeing a lot of people, maybe you're in a psychotherapy office or any kind of where you're just handling energetic exchange a lot. I would recommend that you really get the On Guard. It's going to be a big, big, big support. It's going to really teach you to connect, but upholding healthy boundaries. So that's it for September. I hope you learned a lot. I'm excited that convention is coming up. For those of you that are going to be there in person, can't wait to hug you. Those of you that are joining virtually, exciting. You can still sign up. Virtual passes, I believe it'll be available. You got to sign up before convention, but you will have access the full month. You can go back, watch all the areas that you really loved. They've done a lot this year to make it an amazing convention. So please follow along. You won't regret it. And we will check in with you soon. It's good to see you guys. Let me stop my recording and then I'll check on Facebook to see if there's any questions there. Take care.